Today marks a significant milestone. It's 10 years of the Swachh Bharat Mission. It's been a transformative initiative. It's changed India's sanitation landscape entirely. A mission to make India cleaner, healthier, more sustainable and better for its citizens. Right from saving lives to empowering women, the impact of this mission has been staggering in the last few years. The mission has achieved remarkable feats and we're actually going to walk you through some of them. Number one, right on top, there is of course improved sanitation. We've constructed over 90 million toilets across the country in the last few years, 36 states and union territories, 706 districts, over 603,000 villages. All of this, they're now ODF, open defecation free. There's also obviously, because of that, the enhanced health benefits across the entire country. So what do we mean when we say that? There's of course reduced diarrhea-related deaths that are taking place, reduced malaria cases, stillbirths have always reduced, and households in open defecation-free villages are saving an average of 50,000 rupees annually on health expenses because of all of these changes. Now, one more effect of all of these changes, and this is a particularly important one, the empowering of women. 93% of women now say they feel safer because they have access to toilets. They aren't having to go out, for example, to the fields when they want to defecate. They're being able to, obviously, for themselves, have a sense of dignity every time they are able to use a washroom. There is also, of course, as we said earlier, open defecation-free villages. ODF is what it's called. As we told you, they're saving 50,000 rupees annually. Health expenses have obviously come down. There's also, and this is again important, a reduction in the groundwater contamination that was taking place across the country.
But this is an endeavour which cannot be achieved alone, and statistics alone do not explain this picture. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has sparked a cultural shift. So much is done, so much more needs to be done as well. India's iconic places, once plagued by neglect and filth, are getting a vibrant makeover. Cities across the nation are leading the cleanliness charge, showcasing the power of collective action as well. This decade-long journey represents more than just infrastructure development. It's a testament of India's unwavering commitment to its citizens' well-being. And as we celebrate this achievement, we on TBC honor the unsung heroes, the grassroots workers, the community leaders, the ordinary citizens who tell you apna kachra khud uthaiye, and who have driven actually this transformation. This is an explainer.
क्या हमारा देश स्वच्छ नहीं हो सकता है? अगर 125 करोड़ देशवासी तय कर लें कि मैं कभी गंदगी नहीं करूंगा, तो दुनिया की कौन सी ताकत है जो हमारे शहर गांव को आकर के गंदा कर सकती है?
10 years ago, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke about building toilets for rural women and cleaning up the nation, many were shocked beyond belief. They wondered, how could a nation's Prime Minister say what he did from the ramparts of the Red Fort in his Independence Day speech? Well, there was a thought and an intent behind that. At the time of this address, back in 2014, nearly 60% of the world's open defecation was being reported in Bharat. This wasn't a healthy number and also painted quite a dirty picture of Bharat. Our cities, its roads, were not seen as clean. We were perceived globally as an impoverished, dirty, unhealthy nation that could not even provide the basic health and hygiene facilities to its people. And hence, we were far down the leaderboard on the health index. It was perceived as near impossible for Bharat to achieve the sustainable development goals that it had undertaken to fulfill under the climate accord. With Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi decided to change that on a mission mode. Launched on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, the Swachh Bharat Mission had set itself lofty targets and very, very demanding timelines. But when the Prime Minister of a nation of 1.4 billion people in all earnestness picks up the broom and starts cleaning up, an entire nation follows. In fact, there was nearly 10 truckloads of garbage, waste and junk that was actually cleared out of 7 Lok Kalyan Marg and the PMO itself, we are given to understand. Charity begins at home. Here, Swachhata began from the workplace. Cleanliness not just in surroundings but also in policy and governance. That has been the Mool Mantra of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Have a look at the numbers since October 2nd, 2014. 5,86,698 villages declared open defecation free. 11 crore 67 lakh 34,068 household toilets constructed. 4,06,544 villages have solid waste management. 4,98,297 villages have liquid waste management. 13,11,271 drainage facilities have been provided. 3,205 plastic waste management facilities have been established. 60,043 household biogas plants have been established. There is a live dashboard that updates the numbers as things happen. So there is Swachhata or transparency in implementation too. But this drive and push on a mission mode across 720 plus districts of Bharat also helped raise Bharat's stature globally, especially in the health and hygiene index. The truth about transformation of Bharat was writ in the numbers. Sample this. In the last 10 years, 75% of the villages in Bharat have declared themselves open defecation free plus. Nearly 60 to 70,000 lives have been saved annually by reducing sanitation related diseases. Privacy and dignity of women by providing access to household toilets has been guaranteed. UNICEF study found that ODF saved each household nearly 50,000 rupees annually. The mission also inspired global initiatives like Nigeria's Clean Nigeria campaign. It influenced global sanitation policies via the 4 Ps: political leadership, public financing, partnerships, and people's participation. Under PM Modi, Swachhata has turned from a deliverable to a desirable. Under his leadership, the government has taken up the challenge to empower, educate, and engage every single citizen. A lot of ground has been covered over the last 10 years. The mission is on. It's time we all lend our shoulder towards making Bharat Swachh.